Hey family, welcome back to the Underdogs Rise podcast with myself, Christopher. Last episode, we talked about what happens after the storm, how to debrief, reset and rebuild confidence once anxiety passes. Today, family, we're going to take the next step together because as an underdog, we don't just survive the storms. We learn how to read our emotional weather and predict the next shift and stay ready and steady before the anxiety even arrives. So let's get into it. Every storm leaves a lesson behind, and with every lesson, that becomes part of your emotional weather. Think of it like this. Episode 8, you learned how to survive the storm. Episode 9, you learned how to recover from the storm. Today's episode, we learn how to prepare before the storm. This is where the real transformation happens. You see, every underdog has pattern cycles that show up again and again. Most people miss their patterns because they're too busy reacting to them. But family, you're learning to observe. Ask yourself, what are the days like when I'm most vulnerable? What environments drain me? What conversations tighten my chest? What habits keep me centered and which throws me off? You see, family, this is you becoming the observer of your own inner world. You can't prevent storms you don't know that are coming. You could try identifying your early warning signals. Just like real weather, your body always gives subtle signals before anxiety hits. Here are some common early warning signs. You start future thinking or rehearsing scenarios. You get more irritable or oversensitive. You feel pressure behind your eyes or in your jaw. You start to crave control, or your breathing becomes shallow. And you disconnect from your body and start to float in your head. You see, these are not problems, they're weather alerts. Your nervous system is saying to you there is a storm approaching, and prepare. And family, the more you honour those signals, the less intense those future storms will be. Over time, with what I've shared with you over the season so far, the tools help strengthen your baseline, your daily calm. This is the core of your emotional stability. You don't just avoid storms, you lower their impact by improving your baseline. And here are some underdog baseline builders. So in the morning grounding, 60 seconds of breath work before you go near your phone. Just 60 seconds. You set the tone and start small. Body activation, not just a workout, just something to wake up your system. A walk, going outside, getting some sunlight, a few push-ups. You see, movement equals regulation. You could try some emotional check-ins by asking yourself, what am I carrying today? This helps you clear emotional clutter before it piles up. You see, boundaries are something I really struggle with, and storms grow where boundaries are weak. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you invite the thunder from that storm. I'd like to touch on connection. Talk to someone real as you're going through this storm. Talk to a friend, a mentor. Leave yourself a voice note. Connection helps you regulate your nervous system. You see, family, being calm isn't a mood, it's a lifestyle, a way of life. Now, how could you start mapping your emotional world just like tracking weather? Here are some ways that I have learned how to do it myself. By asking yourself these questions. What triggers the most storms in your life? What keeps your sky clear? Who are the people in your life that create pressure? What habits bring sunshine? And then what season of your life are you in now? You see, when you understand your emotional climate, you stop being surprised by anxiety and start being prepared for it. This is emotional leadership. Whenever you feel your weather shifting, say, I feel a change coming and I can handle it. This phrase rewires your relationship with anxiety. It's no longer the enemy. It never has been. It's information. It's feedback. It's your nervous system talking to you. And family, you've learnt to listen. Here are some questions to ask yourself. What are my personal weather patterns with anxiety? What early warning signals do you normally ignore? Which baseline builder do you need the most right now? And what does your emotional climate look like this month, this week, or just today? You see, family, you're not who you used to be. You're becoming weather-wise, steady, grounded and self-led. If today's episode landed with you, share it with another underdog who deserves to know they can rise before the storm even arrives. Until next time, stay rising, stay aware, and stay true to your north. Thank you for listening.